maniac?
Not until you take your last breath. Thank God I got here when I did. He's gonna stab you with that knife.
No. Call your husband off me! Call your husband off me! Tell him he got it all wrong!
What the hell I do?
No! Ben! I don't have a good feeling about this.
Because of Judge Riley, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, he would sell his own mother down the river if he thought there was something in it for him. I don't think things are going to turn out well for Luis and Miguel. Miguel. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is my fault.
Listen, okay, don't be crazy. Hey, Venga, you have done so much for me and Luis to try and keep this from happening. Okay, without your money and all the power you now have, we would have been sentenced to jail weeks ago.
You know what? The two of you wouldn't even be here if I had just obeyed the blackmailer.
Listen, stop it. All right? I just only wish you hadn't obeyed the blackmailer as much as you did. You sacrificed being with Ethan for us. And Luis hates that as much as I do.
And after everything that we've given up, we're at the mercy of a judge who doesn't give a damn about anything but his own well-being?
Hey, ya, basta. Okay? Everything's gonna be fine.
It has to be. I don't know what I would do if I lost you.
You'll be okay.
You going to let your wife get away with this?
For now, Father. None of this will matter once I get up on the stand and testify to the jury that Miguel was the one who tried to kill me.
This is bad, isn't it, Ethan?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Fancy. We got an uphill battle ahead of us. I think if Riley had his way, he would probably skip both trials and sentence Luis and Miguel to the maximum sentence.
But it is up to him.
Not entirely. We still have the jury. I mean, if we can convince the jury that they're innocent, we're in the clear.
Then there is a lot riding on my testimony, isn't there?
You're gonna be fine. Just remember, Grace Nancy is a shark, okay? She's gonna twist your words. She's gonna make you seem like you're completely unreliable. That's her MO, right?
Yeah, or even if she's hard on Fancy, you're still gonna get a chance to cross-examine her.
Exactly. And then I'll undo any damage that she's done, okay? Jury's coming back to me.
All right, court is back in session.
The prosecution would like to call Miss Fancy Crane.
Don't blow this, Fancy. Luis's life is at stake.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
So my fate's basically in Fancy's hands.
It's okay. Your supposed victim believes that you could never be guilty, all right?
You know, what if she isn't able to convince the jury of that?
Then we got a problem, Luis.
Yeah. It's called a death penalty. That's the idea. Nobody gets away with hurting my wife. I saw him with a knife. He'll do anything to stop you from going to Valerie.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about because I know he's having an affair?
Yes!
Get off of me, you psycho! I wasn't trying to hurt your precious Whitney.
I saw you. I saw what you were gonna do.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what you're smoking, man. You know, why on earth would I try to hurt your wife?
Honey,
Something you're not sharing with us? Hmm?
Honey, he wasn't trying to hurt me, okay? He was helping me peel an apple.
What?
What? See? Look, an apple. I was having trouble peeling it because of the accident in my hand, all right? And Vincent was helping me. Now, where are you getting this idea from? Why would Vincent want to kill me, honey?
What do you mean I can't go into the courtroom? I don't mean any disrespect, Chief Bennett, but Luis and Miguel are being railroaded here. They're my brothers.
Which in itself is a good reason to keep your distance. You have no objectivity.
If knowing my brothers are innocent is not objective, then you're right, and I'm not. But you know as well as I do that they are being framed.
Be that as it may, I can't let you attend the trial.
Oh, come on, Dad. Don't be such a hard nose. Look, Pilar must be out of her mind with worry. At least when she gets here, let her daughter go in there and hold her hand.
Look, even if I wanted to let you get in there and attend the trials, I can't. We're a man short on street patrol.
But today was supposed to be my day off.
Look, I wouldn't ask if I didn't need you. I mean, you're the one who came to me and said becoming a cop was the most important thing in the world to you. Now, that still holds true, doesn't it?
Yes.
But there's got to be someone else.
Look, I ran down the list. There isn't. I'd do it myself if I didn't have to be here for the trials. Look, I need someone down on the wharf ASAP.
What's happening on the wharf?
Well, there's been some ugly muggings the past week or two, and they've all been young women. Until last night, no one was seriously hurt.
What happened last night?
Well, one of the victims tried to fight back and was killed in the process.
Oh. Okay, I'm on it.
Look, you can familiarize yourself with the file down at the station, but the sooner you get to the wharf, the better.
Don't worry. I'll get this guy.
I knew I could count on you.
I couldn't say no.
Well, I can't. There's no way you're going to do this. I'm not going to let you.
So you're a policewoman, Miss Crane,
That's right.
as well as a victim of Luis Lopez Fitzgerald's attack.
Judge.
Forgive me? A victim of the suspect's alleged attacks.
Overruled.
She can't say that, Judge.
Overruled, Mr. Winthrop.
When Mr. Lopez Fitzgerald, forgive me, I will rephrase that. When you were first attacked, you were participating in an undercover operation, is that right?
Yes. Which proves it wasn't Luis. Luis was at the police station when I was accosted. He only showed up at the scene later. In fact, he was the one who chased my attacker off, or who knows what he would have done next. And don't just take my word for it. There were witnesses who can vouch for where Luis was when my attack started. There is proof he had nothing to do with it.
Yo, you can stop with the knight in shining armor stuff now. I come in peace.
No, honey, let him up, please.
Gosh. What is that expression? No good deed goes unpunished? That's the last time I tried to do a favor for your wife again.
It damn well better be.
Okay, just be cool, please. Now, this wasn't what you thought, right, babe? He wasn't trying to hurt me at all.
Why are you so quick to accept what he did? Huh? You told me he was a jerk when you went to the motel?
I know I did. I'm well aware of that. It's just that Vincent and I have been talking, and we're trying to move past that. Aren't we, Vincent?
Nothing I'd like better. The truth of the matter is, I came over here today to apologize to Whitney for acting like such a creep. I guess being busted at that motel really shook me up more than I realized. Anyway, I apologize for not acting like more of a gentleman.
Apology accepted, Vincent. Now, do you see? You see now, right, babe? Oh, shoot. Miles must have woken up from his nap. I'm gonna go check on him, all right?
Yeah, okay, but don't try to lift him up. You're still too weak from the accident, okay?
I won't. But you guys are gonna be okay, right?
That's the second time today you tried to kill my wife.
What? You think I'm responsible for the scaffold collapse at the courthouse?
I saw you there.
That doesn't mean a thing. There are children on the premises.
He tried to kill my wife, not once, but twice.
What is that expression about the third time being the charm? Don't make me prove it, lover boy. And make sure wifey poo doesn't tell Valerie about my indiscretions. Because the next time, you're not going to be in time to come to her rescue.
You may proceed, Miss Nancy.
Your Honor, if you don't mind, I would like a moment to review my notes.
Of course, please go.
Thank you.
Betsy's doing a good job. Isn't she?
Yeah, better than good. But it's not easy to hold your own against a shark like Grace Nancy, I'll tell you that.
She looks flustered, you know. She looks nervous. That's a good sign, right?
Mm-hmm. I hope so. It appears that she didn't know that Luis had an alibi during Fancy's first attack.
Well, let's hope she's as unprepared for my case.
Yeah, you know, you probably shouldn't be here.
Luis and I were both just called back in.
Oh, I know, but it probably wouldn't hurt if you left. You don't need to be around for this.
Why?
I don't like the idea of both Lopez Fitzgerald brothers sitting here together. It might send the wrong idea to the jury.
Go after your wife.
Are you ready to continue, Miss Nancy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't get too cocky, Fancy. That woman would eat her own young.
After reviewing my notes, I found that you were correct, Miss Crane. Luis Lopez Fitzgerald did have an alibi for the first attack. However, there were times after that he wasn't quite so fortunate.
That doesn't mean he attacked me. I know he didn't.
Now, the witness will only speak to answer a question.
Yes, Your Honor.
Take it easy, Fancy. Don't lose the jury.
You were about to say that you know that Luis did not attack you. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's interesting. In light of the fact that evidence has already been presented to this jury concerning that night when you were under so-called police protection, the night that acid was poured on you.
It wasn't poured.
The witness will refrain from such outbursts.
No, that's all right, Judge. I mean, we all can understand how devastated she must be. No one wants to remember anything like this, no awful, terrible attacks like this, but thank God they didn't pour that acid on your pretty face. That they just got your legs.
Are you going somewhere with this?
Yes, I am. Luis stationed himself right outside the building where you were attacked. You realize that, right?
Yes.
And when you were awakened by your attacker, you looked up and there was Luis standing over you with a vial of acid in his hand.
Objection. She's leading the witness, Your Honor.
Overruled. Answer the question, Miss Crane.
Well, yes.
And are you aware that when the police searched Luis's body, they found the key to open your bedroom door?
Someone planted it there.
Listen, the accused will remain silent. You advise your client, Mr. Winthrop, or I will add contempt to the other charges. Now, answer the question, please.
Okay, here's the thing. There had to be someone else there, someone Luis chased away.
Oh, really? How would this so-called person escape when the only way out was the window in the bathroom that was locked from the inside?
I don't know how they got out, but they did.
Well, you're going to have to do better than that, Miss
I'm
Crane.
telling you, it wasn't Luis who attacked me. He would never hurt me that way. I know him.
Do you?
I know he's innocent.
Is that right? Well, then you won't mind sharing with the court why, even though you were romantically involved with him, after the first attack, you wouldn't allow him to touch you. Why did you recoil from him on more than one occasion? Isn't it possible that your subconscious knows something that your person doesn't want to admit? Isn't it possible that deep down you have always known who your attacker was? That you've always known, contrary to what you're saying here and what you would like us to believe, that you have always known that the person that attacked you was Luis Lopez Fitzgerald.
I love it when you're rough. Go to hell. And don't you ever come near my wife again.
Oh, what? You know, I'm so glad we got this chance to talk alone.
I'm warning you.
You know, my heart almost stopped when I saw you in that scaffolding accident. I'd have the best of both worlds if you suddenly found yourself a widower.
Get out of here. Get out of here right now before I kill you.
But aren't we talking about me killing your wife, Chad? which I will do if you don't shut her up.
Look, Whitney's not gonna say anything to Valerie. Okay, you have my word.
Your word. Your word means nothing, Chad. You know, how many times have you told me you're through with me? And how many times since then have we, how shall I say, met?
Shut up.
Lighten up, Chad. Think of the irony if Whitney found out you knew the person that I'm having an affair with. You know, not only knew the person, but knew them quite intimately.
How dare you try to stop me from doing my job?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is not what I'm doing, okay? I just don't want you to go out there. It's too dangerous.
Here we go again. You underestimated me because of my age and my size.
No, that's not what I'm doing. I love your age and your size. I just don't want you to get hurt.
I won't. No, you've seen me in difficult situations before. I'm good at what I do. That's why I became a cop. I'll be fine.
Well, I don't like it.
Well, don't think about it. But I'm going to do what I've been trained to do. I'm going to trap this jerk who has been terrorizing women at the wharf. No, one of them even died. We have to get him off the street.
I admire your sense of responsibility. It's just, oh, God. I just hate that you have to do it.
I don't have to do anything. I wanted to be a cop. I still do. It's what I love. One of the things, anyway.
I don't know how my mom did this all those years my dad was walking the beat. God, saying goodbye to him every night as if it could be the last night. Must have killed her.
Is that how you feel about me?
Well, I guess it is.
Well, she let him go because she knew it was what he needed to do. Same as me. Noah, if I can't help my brothers by being in court today with them, at least let me feel like I'm doing some good somewhere.
Look, I object. This whole line of questioning about this half-baked psychological theory is
That's
ridiculous.
enough, Mr. Winthrop.
Your Honor, this is nuts.
Well, that is for me to determine. Now, don't let me warn you again. I don't look kindly on anyone wasting the court's valuable time.
Your Honor, I can't
This is the
accept
final
fact.
warning. Final warning, Mr. Winthrop. You may proceed, Ms. Nancy.
Thank you, Your Honor. We don't need to proceed with that line of questioning. How about this one? When Officer Luis Lopez Fitzgerald was found in the apartment of the man that he slaughtered in cold blood.
Objection.
All right. I'll move away from that as well. You do remember shooting Luis. Is that correct?
I didn't know it was Luis.
Which leads us back to your subconscious. Isn't it possible that deep down you knew exactly who you were shooting? That you were presented with an opportunity to get justice for the horrible crimes that have been committed against you?
Object.
Horrible, horrific, unfathomable crimes, especially when perpetrated by someone you trusted, even loved. You shot Luis knowing full well who you were shooting because you knew he deserved to be shot. You knew you were shooting the man who had hurt you, Luis Lopez Fitzgerald.
There's no way I'm going to be able to talk you out of doing this, is there?
Nope. You don't like my job? Take it up with your father. He's my boss.
I guess you're right. And he wouldn't send you down there if he didn't have complete faith in you.
That's right.
All right, well, I'll drive you down to the wharf.
Oh, no. I'm gonna walk. I don't want to risk this guy seeing me get out of a car. It's better if he thinks I'm just a civilian out for a walk. You really want to do something for me?
Anything.
Go back to the trial and be my eyes and ears. Let me know the second you know anything about Miguel and Luis.
You got it. Do I get a kiss at least?
At least. I can't imagine what my brothers are going through right now. I don't know what I'd do if I lost them.
Just like I don't know what I'd do if I lost you.
I can't believe this is happening. You know, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm scared.
Hey, don't be scared, all right? I mean, I just feel bad that you haven't had a chance to tell Fox about us before this whole thing came crashing down.
I know. It's just gonna be so hard telling him that I made a mistake. And that I don't want to be married to him anymore.
When are you gonna tell him?
As soon as I can. It's the least I can do. It's just gonna be so hard to do this, and I don't want to hurt him when he's so sick.
Listen, I know you're gonna feel bad. But lying to him is only gonna make things worse, okay?
I know, I just have to believe that, and I have to just do the right thing no matter how hard it seems. I love you so much.
Listen, that's what's gonna get me through this, okay?
I just pray to God that Ethan gets that jury to see the truth and that they find you innocent. Oh, God, it must be the guard.
Come in. What's up?
Hey, you know, maybe, this isn't the best time or the best place, but I need to tell you something, Fox, right away.
The truth is you love Luis Lopez Fitzgerald, don't you? And that is why you were utterly devastated by his actions. And as much as you wanted to deny that he was the one who hurt you, you can't fool your own subconscious.
Your Honor, please.
Sit down, Winthrop.
It was unfathomable that someone you loved so much could be capable of such violence. To force himself on a woman, murder a man in cold blood.
No!
And it would be devastating for anyone, but especially someone like you, someone who's lived such a privileged, sheltered life, almost like that of a princess.
That's not the way it was.
But you're not the one on trial here, Miss Crane. No one would blame you for wanting to exact revenge against someone who had hurt you so much, someone you had trusted with your life, someone you trusted with your heart. You shot Luis because you knew he deserved it. No more questions, Your Honor.
Are you going to cross-examine the witness, Mr. Winthrop?
In a few minutes, Your Honor, I'd like to have a brief recess.
I am so sorry, Louis.
Order in the court. Can you restrain the witness, Mr. Winthrop? Bailiff, can you get the witness away from the defendant?
Julian, do something. Our poor daughter.
Look at me. Don't cry.
I ruined everything. She twisted all my work. The jury's gonna find Luis guilty, aren't they?
Okay, it's okay. We knew it was going to be hard. We knew she was going to be tough. But you have to hang in there. It could have been worse.
I don't see how.
Did us a favor. She didn't bring up your past with your sister, okay?
Pretty? She's got nothing to do with any of this. Luis, I don't know what to say.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
So what are you gonna do?
I gotta put her back up in the stand. I gotta undo some of the damage that Nancy just did. I need that jury to see not only that she loves Luis, but why she loves him.
I think that's the wrong tack.
Excuse me?
Ethan, I think that you need to do the opposite. I think that you need them to think whatever they need to about Nancy, and Grace Nancy just said that she is not the one who's on trial here. Right? Let them think that she's completely lost it, and that way they won't take anything that she just said up there seriously.
Teresa,
no, I think we should take away her credibility. Ethan, that is the only way to undermine what Grace and Nancy just did to her up there. Fancy can survive one bad day on the stand. But if Luis is found guilty, then he can't. So did I just hear what I think I heard?
What would that be?
Well, you just said that Chad knows who you had an affair with, and not only knows them, but knows them intimately.
You want to field this one, Chad? No? Oh, let me. You see, that's the trouble with hearing things out of context. Chad and I were just exchanging guy talk.
Guy talk. But you were talking about the woman you were having an affair with. And Chad knows who that woman is, so what does that mean? What? You're having an affair with her too?
Absolutely not. Winnie, that's the truth, baby.
Right, I'm sorry. There I go again. There's that mind doubting you again. I'm so sorry. I know that you didn't cheat on me. I'm sorry, forgive me.
Stop being so jumpy. Nobody's here but me. Look, Fox, this isn't easy.
You mind if I go first? I've got something to tell you and Miguel.
Yeah, sure.
Look, the reason I came looking for you guys is because I've been doing some soul searching. Didn't know you had one. Look, I know I don't always react well to you spending time with my wife, which I realize is pretty self-serving, seeing that you are Maria's father and Kay's oldest friend when it comes down to it. Listen, she's gonna need all the support she can get with everything that we're going through right now.
What are you getting at?
Listen, sitting there in that courtroom, watching the way things are going down for Luis, and no doubt you next, I realize what I have to do. Even though I'm positive that I saw Miguel driving the car that ran me down, I'm not gonna say that on the witness stand.
What?
Okay, wait, come again, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are the prosecution's main witness.
Exactly. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. If I change my story and said that I wasn't sure who was driving the car that hit me, then that should help keep Miguel out of jail.
Oh my God, that would be great. Thank you so much, Fox. Thank you so much. Look, I know I'm not a lawyer, but I really believe this in my heart. This is how to save Luis. Put Fancy back on the stand and just take her apart.
No, Ethan. I will not allow you to decimate your half-sister on the stand. She's been through enough.
Luis could die if Ethan does it.
Teresa, both of you, enough. Listen. I cannot do what you're asking me to do. And it's not because she's my half-sister. It's because I need that jury to see that she's a credible witness, Teresa. I need that jury to see that Fancy believes there's no way that Luis could be capable of committing those crimes, all right? You gotta trust me on this one. I'd like to recall Fancy Crane, please. You love Luis, don't you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
We all heard Miss Nancier say that even so, after the attacks, you shied away from intimacy.
Yes.
Yet it's very obvious that today, right here in this courtroom, that that's not the case anymore. Because when we had 1 minute of recess, you went straight to Luis. You ran right for him. Can you tell us why you did that?
I wanted him to hold me in his arms. I was so upset, and he always makes me feel safe.
If Luis would have done the things that that Miss Nancier said that he did to you, you probably wouldn't feel that way, would you?
Of course not.
Judge, I'd like to offer this into evidence as Exhibit C. This is from a noted psychologist. It explains how common it is for a rape victim not to want to be touched by anyone after such a violation. Anyone. Not by their boyfriend or their friends, not even their parents. So it's hardly a sign that Miss Crane suspected Luis just because she was anxious about intimacy for a few weeks. Could you tell the court why you love Luis Lopez Fitzgerald?
The reasons? Well, he's the kindest, gentlest, most compassionate person I've ever met. He loves his family more than anything. And I think that's the first thing I fell in love with. How he's willing to sacrifice anything for anyone who needs help. He's not capable of hurting another human being. It's just not in him.
No more questions, Miss Crane.
You know, I should be going. Oh, you know, I hope I don't look as bad as I feel.
Oh, no. See there, Chad, you really hurt him. I think you should, give him an apology.
Forget it.
Okay, fine. Well, then I will. Vincent, I'm really, really sorry for the misunderstanding, okay? I mean, that doesn't mean I think that, you're a great guy or anything, though.
Heaven forfend. I'll see you around.
Okay.
No, if I can help it.
You know, you really got your work cut out for you with this one. Maybe you ought to see someone about his anger issues.
I thought you were leaving.
I'm on my way. One last thing, Whitney. You still planning to tell Valerie about me in the motel room?
What made you change your mind? I thought for sure you were going to get on the stand and swear that you saw Miguel driving the car that hit you.
I was. But I changed my mind.
Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Miguel,
I appreciate it. I'm not doing this for you. I told you this is for Kay and Maria. I love my wife and my stepdaughter. Listen, if I tell the jury that I was so shaken up that night that I could have been mistaken about who was driving the car, that should help to change things.
Well, over my dead body, I won't let you lie for this murderous swine.
We may have just turned this thing around.
That is great. What about Judge Riley? We all know how he wants this to turn out.
Well, our only shot is the jury. And with any luck, Fancy has gotten them on her side. At least we might have planted reasonable doubt.
I thought you said this was a slam dunk.
It would have been if we didn't have to deal with the damn jury, and it was your job to keep those boobs on side. But oh, no. And now you have let Winthrop undermine your strategy, and now they're sympathetic to Miss Crane.
Well, I'm not through yet. This is weird. I thought I had this thing turned off. It's my PDA. Wow, I never get emails on this thing.
What is it?
help me get the jury turned back against Fancy. I'm sure it's just a prank.
Oh, no. Do what they say. Do what they say. It's actually, it's not a joke.
The prosecution would like to call Sheridan Crane Booth to the stand, please.
Me? I didn't know I was going to have to testify.
Neither did I. Objection, excuse me. Her name was not on the witness list.
Overruled. Now, I thought you'd be grateful to have another family member testify as to Miss Crane's character.
Your Honor, I'd like to know what this is about, please.
You'll see. Please place your right hand on the Bible.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
So you're Fancy Crane's aunt, is that right?
Yes, I've known her all her life.
Well, then that would make you an expert on her life, wouldn't it? And you have one other niece, right? Fancy's sister? I believe her name is Pretty.
That's right.
Could you tell the court why she left Harmony and never came back?
No, objection.
Oh, no.